I am a cabaret performer. My real name is Andrew Burt, but I go under the name Virgin Xtravaganza. I perform in many different venues around London, predominantly at the Glory and the RVT, Royal Vauxhall Tavern, although I do perform throughout the UK and worldwide. I started as a child actor at the age of 6. I started working professionally at the age of 8. I started working in Los Angeles when I was 10, so I've been performing for the vast majority of my life, and then I moved to London when I was 20 years old to go to drama school. Drag happened at a sort of pre-midlife crisis at the age of 30, where I wanted to throw in the towel and not do anything artistic anymore. So of course that's when the seed of inspiration took me, and I became the Virgin Mary. The character came from the fact that I was raised Catholic, and I went to Catholic school for many years. Obviously, as a gay boy, queer person, growing up in the church, it does something to you psychologically. So I've always loved the Virgin Mary. Like, I've just always loved the character of her, and I thought it was kind of ironic that she wasn't really given any time in the Bible. She's given 14 lines in the whole Bible, so she's kind of like a blank canvas that you can do whatever you want with her. You can paint her however you want. So I decided to paint her as a gender drag queen with a mustache and a Valley Girl accent. The most annoying thing about starting a performance career, particularly on a freelance basis with drag, which drag very much so is simply getting paid. There's a lot of venues and bookers that will prey on artists who are simply looking for an opportunity. Even though they might want to make a career out of it, and because artists can be so hungry for opportunities, they will allow themselves to be subjected to either very low pay or no pay at all. This is a problem that's, across the arts, really. It's not just limited to drag queens at all. So it's a problem. Your work has value, so you need to put value to it and demand that people pay you what you know you're worth. It's very challenging. The way I deal with my admin is I deal with it as much as I possibly can. I don't have an accountant. I do deal with everything myself. I'm not making huge sums of money, so it's not like I really need someone else to look after what I earn. But it is very difficult. It's like admin is something that happens when I have no other creative work to do, and I think to myself, okay, now it's time for a break, and I realize, wait, now I've got to be the businessman or woman, whatever. My favorite part of my job is seeing a finished product. I love watching, a video recording of a performance that I've done, and if I've done particularly well, I look at myself doing it, and I see all the work that went into it. I see everything that we've been talking about in this conversation. I see even all the admin, all the boring things, because all of these things create this final product. And when I see something that I've created as a final product that I'm proud of, which obviously is not all the time, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, get it away from me. But when I'm really happy with what I've done, it's an immense joy. It's an immense sense of accomplishment that is really unparalleled with anything else in my life, because I created this. And this came from me. And so I can take full responsibility for it and take 100% pride in it and, give myself the credit. And that's a really, really great feeling, It's a really great feeling.
Cool.